We louder than the megaphone. I've been fucked and you hoping that she let you bone. Yeah, to me that pussy always set in stone. So many foreign bitches, man, I need Rosetta Stone. Look, the smell of money, what I call cologne. Gold Cuban link sitting on my collarbone. Sit you on the sink, you got a special kind of moan. So when I'm sliding through your city, I'm
All right, this is your A&R's favorite A&R. Again, welcome to another episode of Upstate Allstarz Music TV. Today we have a special guest in the building today. One of my favorite MCs, one of my favorite hip hop artists from upstate New York. Goes by the name of Karma. Karma, what's good, baby?
What up with it?
I can't call it, man. Tell everybody where you from, my man.
Man, Buffalo, New York, born and raised, East Side.
All right, what part of the East Side?
All over, really. Been moving all over since I was a kid, from say like Oakmont, Lingfield area to the West Side to May to back over in this area, on Walden, Bailey area, just all over the place.
So where you go to school at? Where you from? Where you go to
Performing arts. I went to PA for art. I always been an entertainer, but I always had a craft for drawing, so decided to go ahead and take that up. I was gonna go for singing, but I was like, nah, I'm not a national anthem singer, so I just go with my strongest suit, and I went in there for art. And then after high school, I got back into music, and here we is today. So
you're gonna be an R&B singer, huh?
I thought about it, you know. I'm a bigger fan of R&B than rap.
Okay.
But it just so happened that when I first started recording, like the mixing was a lot easier when you rap. So I just got a lot more in tune with rapping, and now I do both. So
how did you get into music?
It's a good question. Well, I was young, so like I said, I always been an entertainer, so I always started out dancing. Like when I was like 4 years old, I was doing the Billie Jean at the mall with my grandmother.
Oh, you was a Michael Jackson?
Yeah, I was a little Michael Jackson. Then I had a job at Johnny Rockets. I was in a teddy bear suit. I was a mascot.
Oh,
so,
wow.
And in high school, I did all types of performances and dancing. I used to crump back in the day. And then I started doing R&B. Like my man in May, he in Mile High Music. Me, him, and Kush, it was three of us. All three of us still in the same group today, but we started a group KDM back in the day, like when I was like 12. I would say I start rapping. Then high school happened. I put it off for like 4 years. As soon as I graduated, got right back into it. And then so I would say Michael Jackson, my grandmother, and then like your mom's playing music when she cleaning up. All that stuff got me in music pretty much. I mean,
so you listen to, y'all have family dance contests and stuff like that? Yeah, I used to dance off when you was a kid.
You know how the old folks call it cutting a step, you know, in the backyard, the cookouts or whatever, but we never really, strayed away from. Temptation movie was always on the TV. Ray was always on the TV. What's Love Got to Do With It is always on the TV. It's always something musically inclined in the house. I think that had a big part of.
So you was like an R&B kid. So I mean, what type of R&B? Like Marvin Gaye and that type of R&B, or R. Kelly?
I like all type of R&B. Nobody should like R. Kelly right now, I guess. But he is a legend, you know. But I like all types of R&B. I mean, I don't even know where to start. All the way from Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, all the way to today's Ushers, and Tank. It's a lot of people that got strong voices. I think influence a lot of people that they don't really mention, but I pay attention to a lot of sleeper R&B stuff, and I pay attention to all rap. So it depends on what mood I'm in, So
as far as rap, like was it an MC that you heard, or who did you hear? What makes you want to get into the rap industry?
It was Kanye West's graduation album. That's what it was. I was probably like 12, probably like 13. It dropped, and I was like, actually, the first album I bought was a Blueprint. I think 2 or 1 with it was Renegade with Eminem on it. Had a blue jukebox, but that was the first album I bought. But Kanye Graduation has really got me like, I think I could take it serious and make a career out of entertaining rap wise after listening to Graduation. It's pretty much.
So what was it like recording your first record? Like where were you when you recorded your first record? Was you at home on a little box, or how did that happen?
See, what happened was I was with M.A. Like we grew up together since we was like little kids. But
that's M.A. from Mile High Music.
Yeah. Okay. He was always into the beats. I was always songwriting and singing to girls and all this extra stuff. And then his brother got him the studio equipment. We set it up in the basement. And it was hanging from like a wire. The mic was hanging from like a string and a wire hanger. We was recording down there, and we just thought we was about to blow after that. But I was young. I was like I said, I was right after high school, so I was like 18 when I really recorded my first song. I always recorded myself rapping and singing, but like an actual song, I was probably like 18. About 18? Yeah.
What was the first song you recorded? You remember?
Man. The first full, I honestly don't remember. It's too many, it's so many songs it's too many songs. I don't remember the first song. I remember the first single I had that got caught people attention. It was a song called Damn. I did with M.A. We was always a group, so I never really, my first single solo song I did was Brand New. I had a video for that. That's an R&B song actually. So a lot of people only know me as R&B, and some people only know me as rap. So when I play both, it's like, oh, that's you too. So I still got a lot of mixing to do, but we got a lot on the way. So
in regards to Mile High Music, are you a member of Mile High Music? How does your affiliation work with them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a member. It was founded by Mario, which is M.A., but I'm pretty much I set up all the production, all the shows we had that was ours. I set up. We only had one, but when it comes to the merch, setting that up, we a team, but I'm using the guy that's all right, we got to make sure we do this, we got to make sure we do that, you know. So I don't know what title I would have. I guess executive producer esque. I don't know, but we do a lot. I just got to make sure that everybody it shines in a certain way at a certain time. It's hard to balance my solo career and a group career because it's kind of, it's like the Sprite products compete with each other, but it's all going to one chain. So it's kind of that same mentality where we want everybody to eventually have something out. We all competing with each other, but for one cause. So everybody's hearing all of us at once, and it's just similar to good music, how they drop in these projects, 7 songs at a time. We want something similar to that outside of this Megazord group products we've been doing, these group products. So we got a lot to bring. We got R&B stuff to bring to the table. It's just it's a lot of stuff coming.
What, who are the members of Mile High Music?
It's me, Karma, M.A., Yoleek, Jeeb Nash, Kush, Bulls, Gucci. It's a lot of members. We got members that don't rap that do videos like Coop, Mims. We got producers, Reese the Kid, Check Jordan, Spence. We got a producer named Carrera. We got, man, it's a lot of people. We got a lot of production members that's just now adding to the crew that we trying to muscle in, but they did a lot of not muscle in, but massaging. They did a lot of camera work for us that we want to definitely add to the crew, and trying to get some songwriting credits going, some producer placements going. We getting our business straight in that regard. So it's a lot going on behind the scenes as opposed to pushing out content. Right. And I think it's going to propel us definitely before the end of this year.
I mean, y'all definitely a talented group. I mean, I came up on y'all, I want to say a couple years ago, y'all had a video, I think in the train station.
Yeah.
And then I think y'all did another video, it was downtown somewhere, I think around one of the monuments or something like that. Yeah, that's my first time hearing Mile High Music, but I thought y'all was some talented brothers. Then for a while I didn't hear y'all. Then all of a sudden I stumbled upon Yoleek. Right. And then I heard Yoleek project and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And then that's when I stumbled upon Karma from the Conflict song. Yeah. How did that come about? Man. How did you guys come about it in regards to a group?
Man, well, the group Mile High stands for us supporting each other, and if everybody's supporting each other, going up, it should be a mile high. So basically, that's more or less the analogy for that. But the group came about when we don't necessarily speak on song topics or how we're going to approach certain songs. We play the beat. It's quiet in the room. We smoking. Everybody writing. and somebody will come out with the hook first. Now, when somebody come out with the hook, everybody's already writing. So, I mean, that's not every song, but this is just how most songs happen, honestly. And we record, and everybody's always on the same topic, about the same. The cadence and flows is different, but it go with the beat, and you kind of get like, if there's 4 people on the song, you kind of get 4 songs in one. So, and that's always been the beginning of hip hop was founded by pretty much rap groups. You know what I'm saying? That's always an attractive look when you trying to push a sound and try to push a market. I mean, if somebody like one of us, cool. You like all of us, cool. You know, it work either way. So
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So in regards to, was you on the tour with Yo Leak too?
Yep.
What was it called? The Fuck Next Week tour?
Well, his brand is Fuck Next Week. It was the anti-venue tour.
Okay.
But Fuck Next Week tour is on the brands. I get what you're saying. That's how. But that's reminiscent of like Yeezy, like the font. But it's the Fuck Next Week is the brand. But anti-venue tour, they pretty much put together a set of shows for local artists to showcase their talent. They feature some out-of-state artists on these shows. We had some dates, but all the dates didn't go through. We only had one day outside of Buffalo. But the Buffalo show was outstanding. The Atlanta show was crazy. We had a band. It's the first time us really having a merch. It was Fuck Next Week merch. We didn't have the Mile High merch yet, but we had a Fuck Next Week merch. We was all wearing the same stuff. So it was definitely a big step in a big direction. And anti-venue tour definitely helped us get some exposure and gave us some experience dealing with that type of atmosphere, definitely.
And the show logistics and all that type of stuff, and what it takes to travel, being on the road. That was definitely a good look for y'all. Yeah,
man, I appreciate them. I thank them all the time whenever I see them. And I mean, we did a lot of, from there we opened up West Side Gun and Conway show 2 times.
Okay.
That's actually big for us too. They're like the first rappers pretty much out of Buffalo to get a.
Yeah, shout out to West Side Gun and Conway.
Most definitely.
Griselda, Benny,
yep,
El Camino.
Yep.
Shout out to everybody over there at Griselda for sure.
For sure, it's definitely family. Yo, we record with Michi all the time. We haven't done nothing with Benny or Conway or West yet, but that's soon to come, hopefully. But
Yeah, I see Michi was in the Conflict video, right?
Yeah, he was in that video. Yep. Everybody cool. We all homies,
So I mean, how did it work? Was it always in the plans for you to be a solo artist, be a group, and then branch off for a solo artist?
Not necessarily in the plans. I mean, we were always solo and a group. I mean, people, if you get in your mood, you want to drop music, you just drop music. We're not necessarily a label yet or nothing like that. But so it's not necessarily a clear indication of group or solo. It's just when I'm doing something solo, I try not to let it interfere with the group. So that's like when it's a plan for the group rollout, it's kind of like extended. I know there's a window for somebody to like drop some music, and if nobody don't got nothing planned, that's when I usually drop what I can drop. But we changing the formula up a little bit, so you're gonna see a lot more.
Yeah, like I said, you definitely got some hot bars. I mean, you got definitely some quotables. I know on the Conflict joint, as soon as that joint come out, I sing that joint word for word. I am not kidding you, man.
I appreciate it.
Tell me about your latest project, Motion Picture. How did you come up with the concept? And I mean, that's a brilliant idea. I like the artwork, everything. How did you come up with that concept?
Well, the cover was done by my man Therese Bailey, my man Rez, shout him out. He went to PA as well. But Motion Picture, I mean, I try to think of a way I could do something artistic aside from the typical mixtape feel. So I tried to create like a movie feel, and I started thinking about if I was to perform this song, how would I prop the stage? How would I do this So I thought more about the surrounding the album or the mixtape more than just the name and the title. So Motion Picture, I didn't follow through with none of this yet, but the videos and the shows for it, the props for it coincides with the name of the show. So the cover of it, it's a frame kind of like floating, like the pictures in motion. But that's pretty much, it's pretty straightforward for the cover. Nothing really inspired that directly, but yeah, man, that project right there was kind of like some of those songs I was already sitting on. I was planning on getting published. I was planning on shopping around, like for songwriting credits, and I still can, but I just decided to just drop them and keep it pushing because it's been a year since I dropped The Rent Due, and I was like, man, it's gonna be over a year before I drop a solid project. So I kind of always make sure I drop at least one a year outside of my group, because my group drops stuff all year. So for me, solo wise, I try to do at least one a year.
Fly one in every year.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your music, your sound? Like you said, each of y'all got your own individual sound within your organization. So
Right.
how would you describe your sound?
My sound in particular or the group sound?
Your sound in particular.
My sound? I want to say it's more or less like an honest, entertaining. It caters to everything. I mean, if you go from the tracks 1 through 10 on motion pictures, it's something for in the morning, at night, during the day, something to work out to, something when you're smoking, something when you're chilling. So I don't want to call it emotional because it sounds too sensual and feminine.
You don't want to
But
sound
it
more
caters to how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So I would say my music just caters to how you feel. It's not necessarily, it's not based on how I feel. It's about how it makes everybody else feel.
Right.
It's a bunch of different sides of one person. I mean, everybody relate to it. So
yeah, there's and some interesting topics. In addition to that, there's some interesting content within the music too, man. I mean, you definitely kick some knowledge. I mean, some gems in there. Is hitting. But I mean, when you listen, I mean, you're definitely hitting some gems. I mean, like I said, when I listen to you again, and then I listen to it again, and every time I listen to it, that's what's brilliant about it. You hear something different in the music.
I appreciate that, man. Definitely. I mean, I try to keep it as subtle as possible, so it have replay value like that. Like some songs are meant to be as straightforward as they are because it's just for that moment. But a lot of stuff that I try to keep. You know, I try to say certain things that people take different ways. Like it's a different interpretation. I mean, that's basically a definition of art. I mean, it's whatever you interpret it to be. So, I mean, I try to fit in, you know, certain hidden innuendos and, like you said, like certain gems that certain people will grab, some people may not. But whoever grab it. I mean, it's just a displaying how I feel at that time. So.
Like I said, metaphors be on point and all that, man.
Man.
I mean, like I said, you touching the right spots of hip hop, and also what I like about your music too is it's something that I can play around women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't really hardcore.
Right.
And there's joints on there that I can play when I got the shorty in the car and I'm driving around, the blunt blazing, we drinking our little yak.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We cruising around.
Right.
You got them joints on there. So I mean, like I said, you got joints for the ladies. It ain't nothing really a bang gangster about it, but I see you can go down that road as well.
Right.
What I'm gonna get into some tracks that I'm feeling.
Okay.
All right, now I just want you to just comment a little bit on it. The Life Ain't Real joint featuring Jeb Nash. Who is Jeb Nash?
Jeeb Nash, he in the group.
Jeeb Nash, okay.
Yeah, man, shout him out. He dropped the project. He's early in his career. A lot of people probably didn't catch it yet, but he coming out again. If you listen to the project, I put him on there a couple times, whether he was on it or saying stuff, because he got a lot of energy. He's big entertainment. He's big entertainer, and I feel like his project is with the times. It's ahead of his time as far as like this new generation sound. So I really want to, when it's his time, I really want him to really sprout. So I wanted to kind of get people familiar with him and how he roll. Now these days, because early in the group he wasn't in the group, he just kind of got added to the group like maybe 2-3 years ago. So outside of Yo League and May and Buzz and Kush, I think Jeeb Nash definitely a good entertainer.
And I think y'all complement each other well. And that life ain't real joint. I mean that's a deep song, man.
Yeah,
I mean
man.
the hook. Who came up with the hook?
Jeeb Nash. That's all Jeeb Nash. Honestly, I had the 2 verses on there without a hook. And I was like, man, Check Jordan made that beat. By the way, he another producer added to the group. I haven't heard anybody cut a sample as close as it made as him. I mean, he's definitely fire. So shout out Check Jordan. But yeah, I recorded that, and I knew I had this project to do. I'm like, man, this song definitely dope. I got to make the project. I'm like,
Deep.
I was gonna do the hook, and I was kind of gonna rap it. I'm like, I don't want a boring J. Cole vibe on this. Now, shout out to J. Cole, one of my favorite rappers, but I didn't want that vibe on the song. So I put Jeeb on it. He pulled up. He played it a couple times. He wrote right through smoke, wrote right there on the spot, recorded it. That was that. I mean, it was. Yeah,
that's definitely a hot track. Definitely a deep track. I mean, cause some of this stuff ain't real. Some of these rappers ain't real. Some of this stuff is definitely what I want to say a marketing ploy. You
Definitely.
know what I mean? And,
Yep.
and again, some of them is leading our people down the wrong direction. The other track that he on is Liar Liar.
Right.
That's definitely another mean joint. Again, sneaky with the message.
Right.
I mean, when you listen to it, it's definitely sneaky with the message. How did y'all come up with that?
Chill Ali, he another Buffalo local rapper.
I like Chill Ali.
He made that beat, and he sent me that beat. He sent me a couple of joints, but that one stuck out in particular. I'm like, man, I'm gonna definitely record to this one. And this is around the time Everyday Struggle kind of first came out. That's where that whole Joe Budden line came from. But when I dropped it, it was kind of canceled, so it kind of didn't, but whatever. But yeah, so I heard the beat, and I wrote, like, that was another track I had the verses for before the hook. And then I came to Jeeb. I said, yo, I need you to talk some stuff on these hooks, man. You just got to pretend you somebody that's just obviously lying about how much he got, stunting, blah, blah, blah. He said, all right, press record. He didn't even write that. He just went in there, freestyle, just showed himself, and you got Liar Liar. I mean, the song came together good, and I just can't wait to get done with these visuals, man.
Yeah, that's one of them. My favorite joint, one of my favorite joints is the Day to Day.
Okay.
That's a mean joint. That's definitely a smash hit right there, my man.
Yeah, that's a summer joint, man.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, it's a heavy rotation on Upstate Allstarz radio. Like I said, one of my favorite bangers. How you come up with that?
Man, that song's actually like 3 years old.
Really?
Which is funnier. And May made that beat. It's a sample in there. I knew I wouldn't be able to get it published because getting the sample clear. I'm just like, I gotta do something with it though. So I've been sitting on that for a minute. I dropped that, and it was just something that the melody was in my head. I just recorded it, and then I actually, the second verse wasn't there. It was I was singing on the second part, and I said, nah, it's too much. I took it off, and I just wrote a verse in the second half, and that was that. And it's short. It's a little loopy, but it's for a vibe, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you don't have to dig too much into it. It's just let it rock out, whatever cookout type of barbecue type of vibe.
It's definitely something to ride to, definitely something to smoke to, drink to, put on at the barbecue.
Definitely.
It's all that, man.
Yeah,
definitely,
man.
That's all that in the bag of chips. The other one I slept on for a minute, and now I see like this might be your biggest record, my man.
What's this?
The Rap Good, man.
Rap Good?
Rap Good honestly, is a big tune, man. A big
I'm telling you, I
record.
told you I was a bigger fan of R&B. These R&B joints be the ones that people don't really like, because I rap, so when I play them, they be like, oh, okay, it's all right. I'm not really into that. I be like, all right. But like, if you really sit down and listen to these R&B songs, like the visuals have to bring them to life. So that's what I'm working on now. And it's not just, I don't want to shoot any old video. I'm real big on trying to, give you something to play again. So I'm working on that. But yeah, man, Rap Good was big. It's a Sammy reference in there. I used at the end. I kind of used the melody, but I flipped the words a little bit. It's definitely a dope record, man.
It's a big record, man. Big record. Definitely push that. Y'all make sure y'all definitely go and check that record out. Like I said, you got a slew of hits, my man.
Man, I appreciate it,
the
man.
Buffalo. The Buffalo joint, I like that. Definitely because I'm from the town. You rep it nice on the song, man.
Appreciate it, man.
So was that just something to rep Buffalo, or just something that you want to do?
That song was inspired by J. Cole too. He got a song called Veil Mentality. I think I think that's what it's called. But yeah, I had the hook. That's one of the songs I had the hook first. And I just had to do. We had another song for Buffalo for the group, but that one I did on my own. That one is more personal. I'm rapping about childhood, grandmother, people expectations of me. What I do nowadays as a comparison to what I used to do. So it's more personal. I don't have a lot of songs that really dig into me. A lot of them is for the radio, for entertainment, and it's more vibey. But it's a select few songs that you get a taste of what I stand for, where I came from. So.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you come across with that right. Again, it seemed like, like I said, you're a true artist.
Man,
because you do you know what I mean? You talk about situations that you've been in.
Right.
You ain't out here talking about other people's situations, you know what I mean? And again, that's what real artists do. I want to get into some joints that you was featured on that I'm feeling, man. The voicemail.
Voicemail.
Voicemail with Yo Leak, MA, Diverse, and AM and Jab Nash.
Yeah. That was on the Rent Due. That was my
Okay.
song on the Rent Due. Yeah, I actually was at Diverse House. Shout out Diverse. When I was kind of fixing that song and recording that song, I knew I had him on it, and AM was there. I had AM on it, and May and Yolik kind of got on it at the last minute, especially in May. And May just hopped on out of nowhere and just torched that joint.
Sure did.
Sound like AZ. But yeah, man, that song came out of nowhere, for real. I mean, that beat was made by Elohim. He from Buffalo as well. He moved to Cali, but I think he back here now. Shout out Elohim. I met him in like a basement party where we was freestyling in the basement. Big show. It was crazy down there. Ever since then, I always kept in contact. Like, yo, shoot me some beats, man. And he shot me that one, and I wrote to that joint immediately. And then I was like, man, I need some features on this. This would be dope. I reached out to a couple of people, and we made it happen. So
Yeah, that's a mean joint. As I say, the Ting and Things.
Ting and Things.
With
Droid?
907.
Yeah.
907. Is that an R&B?
That's
group
a group.
from here?
Yeah, that's a group. That one just had Droid on it, and it had Miles B, and it had a guy from Toronto named Impala.
Okay.
And me. So yeah, it was Miles B, Droid, me, and Impala. Yeah. So how that record was actually through. That was all Droid. Like he executive produced that. I was grateful enough to be on. He asked me to hop on it. I hopped on it. But him and Miles B actually worked on that together. And then I recorded, and then Impala got on it, the more heavier Jamaican accent. He got on it, and he sound crazy. I'm like, man, this joint is a smash.
Definitely.
So after that, I mean, we put it out, and that's pretty much that. I mean, that's why I like working with Droid, man. I work with Droid a couple times here and there, but every time I work with him, we definitely push a hit out.
Put some heat, huh?
100%.
Droid definitely coming with that heat.
It's a lot of heat. It's a lot of heat y'all ain't hear yet. That was light in comparison to what me and the group and him been worked on, and me, him, and the May, me, him, and your league.
So y'all got some stuff on the way, huh?
Yeah, we got a couple joints. I wouldn't necessarily say a project or nothing like that, but he's heavy in the mixing with us, and production. Yeah, shout out to Joy. Definitely dope.
For sure. And the other joint, like I said, the conflicted joint with Yo Leak, man.
Right.
Like I said, the verse when you come on that joint, man, I mean, you flame it from day one. Like I said, that's my hip hop quotable.
Yeah.
Every time it come on, I sing it word for word,
I
rhyme
appreciate
for
that,
rhyme.
Word.
Dancing or diamonds dancing on my watch in the leotard.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That joint, it was crazy is me and Yo Leak decided to do that project like probably a week before we dropped it. We had like 2 tracks we did together. We like, yo, we both wanted to drop something before the year was over. That's why the name was Before It's All Said and Done. It's like 7 songs or something like that. But that joint was one of those tracks we just kind of every day we was like, yeah, we're gonna go in every day and do a song and put it on a project. That was one of those days. The beat came on. I recorded mine first actually, and then I sent it to Leak. Then they put me second. He went first. Then he went after. But man, that beat came on. I'm trying to remember who Metzger beat. Shout out Metzger. I gotta hit up Metzger, by the way. He got some heat.
Yeah, that beat is definitely, that track is definitely flaming.
Man,
y'all peeping at the game from the nosebleeds.
Yeah, man, that joint is fire. That's back before the braids, man. That joint definitely some heat.
Definitely one of my favorites. Y'all get a chance, make sure y'all check out the Conflicted joint. It's definitely on Upstate Allstarz. Music TV as well. The Green.
Okay.
That's a mean joint on that's on the Yo Leak album.
Yeah, that's produced by Columbus Green, CG, and a place to be. Shout out Columbus Green, hip hop guru of Buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah,
we got to get CG.
You know, he do his own production. You know, he real old school with it, real Jay Dilla with the the jump pads.
Yeah, I like that.
So ripping the vinyls, and he real old school with it. So he sent us a couple of beats too. He sent us that, and that was one of them joints we just kind of all just flamed that day.
Yeah, I flamed that.
And man, I was like, man, that joint is crazy. I need a video too. But Yo Leak real big on hip hop. So any hip hop joints we kill, he like, I need that one. So he snatched that joint up and threw it on his project, and that was that. Man, that joint crazy.
That's definitely crazy. And the latest joint y'all got out is the Woo, right?
Yeah, Woo. Yep.
And that's with Mile High Music Group. That's all
Yep.
y'all. I mean, your voice, you come down on that verse as well. The video
appreciate it,
shot
man.
definitely well. I definitely liked the concept of the song.
Thank you,
I like
man.
everything about it. It's top notch, man. Tell us how y'all came up with the woo.
That was actually all in May predominantly. I mean, he did the beat and he came up with the hook, and it was my idea for everybody to say the hook because it was just the hook, and it's kind of boring to always hear a song go verse hook. So we want to always, that's the challenge of the group, and it's fun to have that challenge because we got 6 different people that can mix it up. But with that song, he did the hook, he did his verse in the hook, and the beat was already crazy, and how you hear it is exactly the order people wrote their verses.
Wow.
And then we recorded it like that, and the video came out. Gabudas shot the video, my man Antonio Coleman.
Nice video too. Nice video.
That and dope idea. It was kind of a switch, last minute tweak in it, but it worked out fine. The cast, shout out to cast. Man, yeah, video fire. The woo was. It's about basically not needing a female because you got weed. You don't need nobody as long as you got your weed. You know what I'm saying? In the video, he kind of getting caught cheating, and he kind of don't care because it's like, man, whatever.
Yeah, I see the girl throw the clothes out.
Right. He walk away, but she kind of take him back at the end. But it's like, you got so much weed, you've been on your own, you don't need her anyway, So, so that was what that song about. Well, we got another single on the way. We got 3 videos on the way, actually. And we actually started Mile High TV. It's like a documentary series.
Okay, I seen that. I think I seen one of the episodes. I think I seen
that's when we got one episode.
Yeah.
It's gonna get more organized and cleaned up and more, climactic and more driven as we go. But you got to start from somewhere. So we just dive in and started it. It's our first interview in a while with since everybody was in a group. So we shot that one. We're gonna shoot another one. We try to travel with it. So yeah, we're doing a lot of production stuff. I'm working on another show. We had our own show for the first time last year at Freshly Dipped. Shout out Freshly Dipped.
Okay.
Occupancy, I think it's like 89 people. I don't know if they can get in trouble for this, but it was 114 people in there.
Wow. in the store?
Yeah, in the store. Like we moved stuff around. Sean from HLV, the founders of the Anti-Venue Tour, they let us use a stage that was kind of built for the tour, so we used the stage in there, and I set up the lights and all the mics and stuff myself, and we already had the ticket sales, the secret location, so you found out where it was that day, and then we had the merch there, we had CDs, we had neon glow lights, we gave out backwoods, we had beach balls. It was a blast, man.
So y'all got another one coming up?
Yeah, I'm working on one now. I'm torn between 2 locations because I'm trying to do locations big because Buffalo not real big on venues. So like Freshly Dipped, when we used that one, that was a clothing store. So I'm either thinking about taking it back there, or I got this one crazy spot nobody used yet that's gonna be dope if I can grab it. But as soon as I get that spot, I'm getting the flyer made, tickets done, and everybody gonna know about it, definitely.
All right, make sure you keep us up.
For sure.
On
yeah, y'all
man.
definitely gonna be there, man. Y'all gonna be there at this one.
Definitely keep us in mind, man.
There.
Keep us up in the spot. So what you want to let people know? What little Karma like to do in his off time? What do you do when you ain't recording and all that?
Man, if I ain't recording, I'm hooping, playing basketball, or...
Did you play in high school?
Yeah, I played in high school.
You played for PA?
Yeah, I played for PA.
Okay.
I didn't take it that serious. I hoop here and there, but I was real big on performing. I was an entertainer. I always had shows. Had rehearsals the same day as practice sometime. I had to miss practice sometime. And so I was always involved with after. Like, I didn't get home after school till like 10 or 11 o'clock every day. Like, I was always doing something.
That's good, man. That's good.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't really do much. I mean, I do art. I'm always focusing on my music. Other than that, that's pretty much it, man. I'm always doing something music oriented. Rather, I'm not writing sketches. Too. I was class clown in high school.
Oh, really? Okay. All
right. But I'm working on that too. So it's a lot I'm working on just to show a different side of myself and a different side of the group, because everybody in my group is hilarious. Like,
right.
So like we really working on that, and I'm working on my own shoe. The group getting our own shoe.
Okay, beautiful.
Doing a lot of stuff from scratch, just showing that we can turn dollars. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get the support you need from these major labels and
that's right.
management deals, things of that nature. So we just getting our business right and keep staying consistent and keep pushing.
So that's your ultimate goal is to get a record deal? Do you want to stay indie? Do you want a deal or?
See, me personally, I want to get into more songwriting. If I was to get a deal, it would be a management deal. I'm not necessarily looking for a record deal because we can push out ourselves. We can, distribute ourselves. I mean, it's 2018. You don't really need distribution that much.
Right.
So, I mean, personally, I would be more or less interested in a management deal, not necessarily a record deal. But for the group, I mean, you never know. I mean, depends on how things work out. I mean, what's best, I mean, I'm not interested in anything that's gonna keep me restricted. You know what I'm saying? So, I think a management deal would just put me in the right places, get my music heard to the right ears, and put me in a position on a platform that I can distribute more places.
Or a publishing type of deal.
Yeah. Well, we got publishing like a year ago. Okay. So we got a publishing deal now. Okay. That's what we've been working on. Getting the music mixed and mastered properly so that it comes out right. We keep adding to the catalog, so it's like we keep taking songs out. So it's just like, but now that we got the publishing deal, we really just want to do the rollout right. We're gonna push a couple singles. We got some videos coming. Those are not the singles, but they promo for the last mixtape. The single is actually called Lil Baby.
Okay.
So produced by MA. That joint is huge. That's coming. It's coming by August.
What videos you got coming down the pipeline for the motion picture? You got any videos for Day to Day or Rap Good?
I got a video for Rap Good.
All right.
I'm not really in that one, but it's fire. Good. Without me, it's a different eye for it. Rap Good is dope, and Life Itself with G Nash.
Okay.
That one is also being done. That one hasn't been shot yet, but it's gonna get shot. It's worked out. It's got to get shot. So
okay.
And Liar, I didn't shoot that one yet, but I also have a director for that one. I already took care of. So those videos is being done, but I kind of put that to the back burner because of the group, and we got new merch coming. We had merch last year. We got new shirts. I got a shirt on now actually. It's right here. This from last year, but we got new shirts coming. Pants, hats, lighters. We distributing our first album in a different way. It's not gonna be on a CD. It's not gonna be on a tape, not a vinyl. It's gonna be the future. Okay.
I like that. I like new innovative stuff now.
This is the future.
All right. Definitely like that. So, what's next for you, man?
Man, I mean, as of right now, for the rest of the year, I'm just trying to push this. I'm gonna push this show. We got the show in July on the 29th. We got the show, the Bew Music Festival, I think it's called, the Bew Flu Festival. That's in August. There's a fashion show the first week of August with the Seller, Fuck Next Week, and Season. We will be featured in. The single is going to drop on all platforms for the first time. We're going to have a video on YouTube, a Vivo channel on YouTube, Worldstar for the first time. A lot of stuff independently as an independent artist, business-wise and mainstream-wise for the first time this year. So we'll get our first real analysis on how the world take us outside of Buffalo this year. And then, I mean, from the first single, you never know what happened after that single.
Yeah,
so
you never know, man.
I can't tell you.
Y'all definitely got the music. Like I said, y'all got the talent. What do you want people to know about Karma that they probably don't already know?
What do I want the people to know about me? Well, if you know me, you already know how serious I am about the music, how long I've been doing it. My energy, funny, always been an entertainer, whether I was acting, dancing, rapping, just creative overall, just a creator. I mean, I think, I don't know, if you know me, you know everything about me. I'm pretty much straightforward. It's not nothing that I want to share that you wouldn't get from my music. So if you feel like you don't know me, go listen.
Go listen, right. All right. Also, what I want in regards to how do you feel in regards to the way the music business is going today, the way the sound is? What's your opinion on the state of music today?
I mean, personally, I like it. I mean, it's definitely a more free form. It's becoming harder to monetize outside of streams and record sales, but you're getting more of it because it's easier to do and distribute. So you're hearing stuff that you wouldn't hear unless somebody agreed that it was good and they decided to put money behind it, and now you can hear it. Now with the day and age of the internet, people just being free and being able to drop whatever, even if it's trash. The whole thing might not be trash. It might be like 12 seconds that you're like, wait, that was influential. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all music. I mean, I listen to everything, trash or good or bad. I mean, I have my own opinions. I'm not a big fan of the quote unquote mumble rap.
Okay.
But I mean, it's definitely a vibe. I mean, I have definitely my favorite rappers that will fall in that category. Like I would say like Trippie Redd.
Okay. You like Trippie Redd?
I like Trippie Redd.
Okay.
I like Lil Baby.
Okay.
From QC, he definitely fire. Moneybag Yo,
Okay.
fire. Uzi is one of the greatest. He's gonna be the greatest, one of the greatest. All
Lil
time.
Uzi Vert?
He's gonna be one of them.
Okay.
He's fire.
All right.
Man, who I like Kodak. He's definitely creative. Rest in peace, XXXTentacion. He was definitely crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't never really heard any of his music. I don't know, it kind of turns me off when artists come with antics, you know what I mean, to try to sell their music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I like the Tekashi kid. I like his
6ix9ine,
music,
he
man.
fire
I like
too.
his music, but
I like him, man.
he don't need the antics with me, man. I mean, how you feel in regards to
about
like
the antics?
Yeah.
I don't agree with the antics. I mean, it's definitely not safe. I wouldn't recommend it, but I mean, apparently he's protected. I mean, if he feels safe enough to do what he do, I don't agree with his antics. I think it's more, he don't need that distraction because his music good enough. I mean, that adds to his image, but I don't think he need that to, do what he's doing. He had #1s without the antics, if you ask me. He would like today's DMX.
Yeah, and I mean, what do you feel about rappers, or should I say artists getting in the game dissing each other? Like, I mean, is that the new wave? That's the new thing to sell records now? You gotta diss somebody in order to, is that what's happening?
Back in the day, you put somebody on by a feature, you like, okay, song, who's this guy? He's featuring on one song. Okay, now it's like, oh, who is he dissing? So now you digging into who, because drama is like today's, like, it's like catnip, like drama is just like, people love it, like loving hip hop is excelling because of drama. All these TV shows is doing crazy numbers because of drama, and that's what's been dictating the industry. I mean, music, there's always good music out there, but you just gotta go find it. It's not being put to you as it should be, because that's good music don't necessarily sell as much drama would. So it's all about sales. So people do what they got to do to get, where they got to go. So.
Well, it's also about flash in the pan, too, you know what I mean? It's what I call the Vinsanity effect.
Yeah.
I say Linsanity.
Linsanity.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like he came out, he was flaming, right?
Yeah.
And then when everybody figured him out, what happened?
It was over. He got his money and ran. He must have drunk the Space Jam juice for those games. He had like 20 games where he was just eating.
Yeah, he was just eating, right? And then all of a sudden, the longevity. That's what I mean. You can't. That's only gonna last but so long. That's why you gotta go on with on your talents. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And what you really got cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not on the on his promo, on his marketing ploy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Another thing I wanted to ask you about is collaborations. Anybody you want to collaborate with? Anybody looking to collaborate, or what's your dream collaboration?
Man, my dream collaboration. So many, but if I had to pick like 3, I would say Pharrell, because he was like ahead of his time.
He's still doing it too.
Still ahead of his time.
I think didn't he do that beat for the Migos?
Stir Fry.
Yeah.
But that was originally for T.I.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
and T.I. slayed that joint. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard T.I.
But
shout out to my band T.I.
Definitely, man. T.I. a go-to for real in itself. But I would say Pharrell, Kanye, and man, this last one is. See, I want to collab with people for different reasons. Okay.
Don't throw out the disclaimer. What's the last one?
For rap reasons, J. Cole.
All right. Okay.
J. Cole.
Okay.
I think
like
J. Cole one of my. He probably. I feel like when I listen to other rappers, I think he tried to challenge me the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was to hear a song and say, okay, how do I think I would do on this song? You know what I'm saying? Like if they put me on this as a feature. A lot of rappers, I'm not really like. I wouldn't be intimidated by, but J. Cole would be coming with some flame, and Kendrick too. But Kendrick has a unique sound that I could approach it in a way that people wouldn't necessarily compare our bars, but they would. But our sounds would, be cohesive to a point. It's a dope record, but they wouldn't say, okay, he washed him. With J. Cole, you got to come with some bars either way. You know what I'm saying? So,
and some content with the
right,
bars
so
too.
He's the guy that I got to do some homework for. But that would be Pharrell, Yeezy, and J. Cole, I would say.
In regards to production, any producers that you?
Man, Boy Wonder is fire. There's some crazy producers. Metro Boomin, I like his sound, and Ninth Wonder.
Okay, yeah, Ninth, definitely.
Ninth is crazy. I mean, he worked with some of the best MCs. Like I feel like if you're not an MC, if you never went off a Ninth Wonder beat,
that's like Dre. If you really
yeah, Dre. Oh, Dre. I forgot about Dre. How you forget about Dre?
Yeah.
Dre too. So Dre honestly, when it comes to a situation moving forward business wise, I wouldn't mind working with Dre and like over in that camp, like just to get those beats and just to be under that direction at Interscope and how they move around with TDE. I like how I see them handling the artists, the websites, the merch, the shows, just everything. I'm a big fan of what Dre is doing up there in Interscope and everything.
All right. Any in regards to like in the Upstate? I mean, any artists that you would like to collaborate with in the Upstate market?
I definitely got to get me and the whole group got to get on with Griselda, man. We got to get a record with West Conway, Benny. I got a perfect song for Benny, but I'm gonna see about that. I'm gonna see what I can do with that. But Upstate, yeah, I would say that group, and man, I work with everybody I know that I like. I already work with. I mean, in New York City, it's definitely a couple guys I want to work with, but locally, I don't see anybody that I haven't worked with that I necessarily can't work with. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like bigger platform artists, definitely like A Boogie in New York City, and like they got crazy artists out there. Young and May, she could spit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don Q, they got some artists out there for sure. But as far as artists at arm's reach, I would just say Griselda. It's just only because they're from the town, from Buffalo. So just gotta link with the hometown heroes.
Absolutely, the Upstate heroes.
Right.
The hometown Upstate. Shout out to the Griselda again. For sure. All right, Carmen, anything else you wanna speak on?
That's pretty much it. I mean, we coming with the single, we coming with the album. I'm coming with a single, I'm coming with an album. I'm working on another mixtape myself to drop by September. But my first album is going to be heavy R&B, believe it or not. And that's if I use, so a lot of these songs, I'm working with a lot of artists that are also up and coming now. I'm trying to get in the industry as a songwriter, aside from being my artist. So some of those songs I might use, for other artists, but if not, I'm gonna push them myself, re-record them, get them mixed, mastered, shoot the videos, and a lot of these favorite songs I already dropped gonna get pushed harder, and I got new stuff that I don't want to drop like I did my old stuff. So I want to prepare it right. So I'm finally getting enough time to not have to work as much, where this is kind of like soon enough replacing the fact that I have to go to work. So once this fully replaces that, it's just nothing stopping me. Not stopping from there.
All right, like I said, I want to thank you for your time, man. Thank you for coming on Upstate Allstarz TV. Like I say, I see you definitely a star in the making. And I mean, we done made a bunch of stars on the platform, whether y'all know it or not. There's a lot of people out right now that we're the first ones to play them, and they big right now.
That's what's up, man.
Again, I normally have a vision for it. Again, both of us is in the industry. We got a network of people that's in the industry down in Atlanta and all over the world. So
That's what's up, man.
And then again, they tune in, they listen, and like I said, you on that list,
appreciate
man,
it, man.
of people to blow. So
Thank you.
You're definitely bigger than you really think you is, my
that's
man.
good to hear, man.
And
I've been
it
trying to
definitely
work,
your
man.
art is flame and out there. If y'all definitely make sure y'all check out Karma's music.
Definitely.
Ladies, it's definitely lady friendly.
Oh,
so
yeah.
ladies, make sure y'all check it out. Y'all can ride around banging Karma as well.
sure,
It ain't no
for sure.
hard. It ain't gonna scare your dude out to
course
ride
not.
when you
Nah.
put him on.
Don't let him in anyway. Don't let him in.
But definitely, Karma, again, thank you for your time, man. And
course, thank you,
definitely
man.
best of
Appreciate it.
luck to you.
Thank
and
you.
We will see you on the 29th, ripping the
sure.
stage with all your bangers, man.
Yep.
All right.
We live. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Any shout outs real quick?
Shout out Mile High, everybody at Mile High. Shout out all the producers I work with, Chuck Jordan, Reese the Kid, Flame, by the way, the next Mike Will made it. He like the Mike Will Buffalo, Reese the Kid. Man, I just want to shout out everybody that support, everybody that ever bought a shirt, played a song, came to a show. We're doing it for years. I got crazy videos of crowd reactions. I pay attention to all the feedback. I take criticism. I appreciate everything, man. That's it.
All right. And you let people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on Twitter at TheOnlyKarma. Also on Instagram, TheOnlyKarma. Snapchat is different. It's Air Roman, like Air Jordan. So just like Air_Roman. It's my last name, Roman. But TheOnlyKarma on everything. Facebook, Keon Karma, My High Music, Roman. I'm everywhere under the same name. Just go get it. SoundCloud, Karma716.
Okay.
YouTube, Karma716. You can always just type in Karma Brand New. That's my latest video single out. And we got more on the way.
All right. All right. There you go. This Karma, people. Check him out. Peace.